make them sick and they still crave me. I get nasty, I'm ill, baby. I've been popping my shit like.
What's good, YouTube? I'm here with another video. How y'all doing? So, as y'all can tell by the title, this video is going to be a story time. First story time that will be on my channel. So, yeah, I got my Smoothie King and I'm ready to tell y'all what it is, what it ain't, what's good, what's popping, all that. So, we finna get right into this video. I'm gonna see my drink right here, so I can drink it when I need it. But yeah, anyways, so this is story time about how my ex tried to kill me. Period. Alright. So I'm gonna say this happened, this all happened like last year, beginning of last year, I wanted to say. And I had this like I ain't gonna start it right now. I'ma just say I was in a very abusive relationship, but you know, I thought he loved me, and I guess that's what every female in an abusive relationship feel like. They feel like he loves you. He only do it because he loved me. No, baby, let me tell you this now. If this nigga excuse my language. This dude is putting his hands on you, verbally abusing you, mentally abusing you, just, you know, saying all kind of nasty, rude stuff that you just shouldn't say to a person in general. That is not love, and you need to leave. Like, I should have left. You need to leave. And I know it's easier said than done, because I mean, I went through it and I wasn't no dummy. My grandma, mama, granddad, family, cousin, auntie, brother, none of them, they ain't raised no dummy. But you know, I was in the moment, and it's like we all fall short sometimes. But alright, I'm done with my little speech. Let's get into this story. Alright, so this all happened last year, and I was going with this boy. We're gonna call him J-Bird. Alright, I was going with this boy J-Bird. So me and J-Bird, we had been talking for a little bit, and then it was like, I'm gonna say some months, and then it was like in some months of us talking to each other and being in a relationship, he had started putting his hands on me. But you know, it started a little slap here, a little slap there, a push, a shove, and then it got to the punching and all of that. But on this night, it happened at nighttime, I was asleep upstairs in my house, and I was laying on the couch and I was watching Netflix, you know, what's good. And so then I hear my phone ring. My phone was on the table in front of me, so I pick up my phone, and it's J-Bird, and he calling me. He like, I'm locked up. Well, he said he was locked up, but he said that he was with 3 friends. So he was with 3 friends, and him and his friends, no, I take it back. He was with 2 of his friends, and him and his friends was finna go get his other friend who stayed in Harris County. Okay, so on their way to Harris County, they got pulled over. And then, what can we call this friend? We're gonna call him String Bean. Alright, so String Bean was driving. And then the other friend, we're going to call him, what we going to call this boy? We're going to call him, what can we call this boy? We're going to call him Cho. Alright, so String Bean was driving. String Bean had a suspended license. And then the car wasn't his either. The car was from his job. And then y'all want to know the funny thing? We was at the studio before all this happened, and they was talking about going to get String Bean car from his job and all that, because he still had the key and all that. And I told them not to do it. But did they listen to me? Hell no. So they went and got String Bean car from his job. String Bean was driving. Cho was in the car with them, and so was my boyfriend J-Bird. He was in the car with them. So they got pulled over and they got arrested and all that. He called me and told me that the people at the thing said that if they can get a ride, Stream Bean and Cho can leave. But they gonna keep, no. If they get a ride, Cho and Jaybird can leave. But Stream Bean, he had to stay. They wanted $200 for him. I guess he had a warrant or something, and don't quote me on it, but they wanted $200 for him. And first of all, I ain't his girlfriend. He better go ask his girlfriend to get on $200 and get him out of jail, because I wasn't. But it's 4 in the morning, and mind y'all, I don't have no license. I don't have no car. He gonna tell me some, can you take your grandma's car to drive up here and get me? Boy, have you lost your everlasting mind? You had to. You had to lose it. I don't know where it went, but you need to go find it because you lost it. Because I was not finna steal my grandma's car. Because, look, let me tell y'all, my grandma's room is in the front of the house. Like, it's in the front. So, if I was to take that car, she was going to hear it crank up. She was going to see them lights pulling out the driveway. My folks not stupid. No, I'm not going to jail. Because I'm going to get you out of jail, and then I'm going right back to jail. So, but at being the girlfriend that I was, thinking that I was in love, he loved me and I loved him, I was like, I gotta figure out a way to go get my boyfriend. Dumbass. Y'all forget my language. Please forget my language. But I was like, I gotta think of a way. So my stepdad stays across the street. Not across the street, but it's like across the street, up the street a little bit. So it was just a walk up the street. So I was like, I can go see if he'll give me a ride. Now look, y'all, I highly doubted that he would give me a ride. But I snuck out of the house, told my little sister where I was going, and then I was like, it's 4 something right now. By the time we get back from Harris County, they still gonna be asleep. I can sneak back in like I had never left. So, what I did was, I walked to my stepdad's house, asking, I explained my situation to him. I was like, I need to go get them. They was like, they can get a ride, they can let them go. Mind y'all, my stepdad was already up because he had to go to work early in the morning. So, he was already up. He was finna get ready for work. He was like, he had to go to work at 6, I think. So then I was like, alright, that cool. We should be back before then. And he was like, yeah, we should be back before then. It's Harris County is right there. So we get in the car. We driving up there. I called my boyfriend back. I called Jaybird back. I'm like, well, my ex. Let me stop saying my boyfriend. That's not my motherfucking boyfriend. Okay, my ex. I called my ex and I'm like, where y'all at? He gave me the address and stuff like that. I put in GPS. We en route. We finna come get y'all. Yeah. So we en route. We finna come get them. Let me tell y'all, that was the longest ride of my freaking life, because the whole way up there, I'm thinking like, I'm finna get caught. I'm not supposed to be up there. My folks don't even like him. We not supposed to even be together. And I'm talking about, it's one thing going out your way. I'm going all the way out the way. Like, I ain't even in the way no more. I'm out the ways. So, I'm driving up there to go get him. All this other stuff. Long drive. I'm talking about long drive there, long drive back. We get up there. We didn't know where we was, and we didn't know where they were. And his phone was finna die. So, I'm panicking. Because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Harris County. Okay, if y'all don't know where Harris County is the freaking country. So, it's like, what in the world? Where am I? So, we get to the place or whatever. The GPS told my son, your destination is on the left. So, we put in, and we see Jaybird and Cho standing right there. So, they get in the car. Like I said before, they wanted $200 for String Bean, and I wasn't even do all that. So Chase and Jaybird get in the car. We get in the car and stuff, and like we start driving back. They talked to my stepdad and stuff. My stepdad was like, "Y'all got into some troubles, ha ha he he." It was a little funny. So I was sitting in the back seat. Cho sat in the front seat, and Jaybird got in the back seat with me, and my stepdad was in the he was driving. So we on our way back to Columbus now. I'm like, all right, we got them. We on the way back to Columbus. All this good stuff, all that. We good. And at this point, it's like just now 5 something. So I was like, we got time to get back home, period. And then it was like the next day. I forgot what was going on the next day, but I had to get home before 6 because my folks was gonna be up. So we driving back to Columbus, and the first stop before I can even go home is we gotta take Cho home. So my stepdad driving back. Cho fall asleep in the front seat. I don't even know what had happened or what was said or anything. I don't know what was going on, but for some reason, J-Bird, my ex, he was mad at me. And I don't know what he was mad at me for, but he was mad at me. And I don't even remember what we was arguing about. And all I know was it was dark. Like, it's before sun came up. It was dark. Harris County, the country. Ain't no street lights. And my stepdad, he focused on driving. And Cho in the front seat sleep. And he choking me. This dude is choking me in the back seat, y'all. Like, he really choking me in the back seat. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not like that now. I mean, I wasn't like that then. But it was like, looking back at that shit now, I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, y'all, please excuse my language. I don't mean to keep cussing, but I'm like, what the world? I just came all the way up here to get you. As soon as you get in the car, you mad at me for God knows what, and he was choking me in the back seat, y'all. And I'm talking about, it wasn't like no choking, like, it was like, I couldn't breathe, like, help me. Help me. So, after that, what happened after that? After that, we get back to Columbus. Yeah, we get back to Columbus. And what happened? We dropped Cho off. And he in there, we dropped him off at his house. And then we headed to my house now. Now, at this point, the sun has come up a little bit. Like, it's daytime. So, yeah. And mind y'all, I wasn't even stressing it too bad because I was upstairs asleep. Who was finna come upstairs to tell Zanaya to get up? Especially because we ain't have to do nothing. So, I can just sneak back in the house. So, we dropped Cho off and we go back to drop me off at home. But he didn't drop me off. We went to his house and I walked back from his house with J-Bird. And we was going to my house. So we get to my house. I go in my house first. Automatically, I don't go in there automatically. But I text my little sister. And I'm telling like where everybody at and all that. So I can sneak back in the house and all that. So I sneak back in the house. Got it good. So I snuck back in the house. Everything was cool. Chillaxing, popping, all that. So I get back in the house. When I get back in the house, I go upstairs. Everything cool, still in order. Ain't nobody been looking for me, period. So, I come downstairs. I'm talking to them and all that. Mind y'all, J-Bird still outside my house. He can't go home because he done had something. His grandparents kicked him out and him and his mama was arguing. So, it was like he didn't have nowhere to go. And as a girlfriend, I felt like, you know, feel me? I felt like I had to help him. So, I was like, I'm going to sneak you in my house and you can just stay in my house. And so, well, stay at my house. Yeah, stay at my house. So, I sneak back in. Okay, I'm good. I found a way to sneak him in the house. Sneak him in the front door. Boom. Had to go upstairs. Alright, so boom. After we got upstairs, it was like, it wasn't nothing. Like, wasn't nobody coming upstairs. Because I was asleep upstairs. They think I just went back to sleep or something. So, like, upstairs, we got like 3 rooms upstairs. 2 of them are bedrooms. The other one is like an entertainment area. So me and him, we was in the biggest bedroom, and we were just in the bed, and he was sleeping stuff, and I went back to sleep. And so it was like, what killed my folks was like my granddad. He came upstairs because like it's a closet stuff where he keep his stuff upstairs. So he came upstairs, and every time he came upstairs, I tell Jay Bird, get on the floor, get on the floor, cause we were hearing footsteps coming upstairs. So he'll get on the floor, get on the bed, all the other stuff, and my granddad come up in there, and I just act like I'm asleep. And so he'll do what he gotta do, and he can go back downstairs. He came upstairs like 2 times. So yeah, that was going on. And then like, I'm trying to think. My sister had to go to school, but for some reason I wasn't going to school. I can't remember if I was suspended or what was going on, but I didn't go to school that day. I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't at school. I know that. And my sister, she went to school. And then that morning, my grandma and granddaddy went to breakfast. I think he had a doctor's appointment, and after the doctor's appointment, they went to breakfast. So me and Jay Bird just had the house to ourselves, basically, because there wasn't nobody there and wasn't nobody coming to visit. I mean, like, so we just had the whole, like, morning going into the afternoon to ourselves. So we did whatever we wanted to do, basically. And so then like all that had went down, and then it was like it got like to the point where I had to go to work, and I was working at IHOP at the time. So he was still sleeping stuff, and I wake him up, and I'm like, no, scratch that. Before this, I had a job. Like I said, I was working at IHOP. He didn't have a job. He was working at McDonald's, Burger King, quit Burger King, went back to McDonald's, didn't have no job at this time. So he didn't have no job at this time. So I had a little laptop or whatever. I'm on my laptop trying to fill out applications for this man. I'm trying to fill out job applications for this dude. And he's laying there asleep. The job application asking questions. I'm like, what's your social security? And all this other stuff, trying to type it in for him. He don't wanna cooperate with me. He getting mad at me for trying to fill out job applications for him. Like, baby, do you not want a job? Because every time I get paid, you ask me for something when you need to be buying that shit your damn self. Sorry, I had to say it like that. But, yeah. So, I'm filling out job applications for him. It comes time, I got to get ready to go to work. And so, like, I go downstairs. He's still upstairs asleep. I go downstairs. I take a shower, brush my teeth, do all that, put on my work clothes. I'm getting ready to go to work. Alright. So, then my grandma, she called me. She was like, we finna come back home, and then I'm gonna take you to work. I'm like, okay. So, I go back upstairs. And I tell Jay Bird, I wake him up. I'm like, hey. My grandma and them finna come back. You trying to stay here or you finna leave? And I said, because I got to go to work. He get mad. I'm talking about he get blowed. He told my son, you ain't never tell me you had to go to work. You ain't tell me nothing about going to work and all that other stuff. Like, he got mad at me. And then I was like, I did. Like, earlier that morning, I told him, I was like, matter of fact, right when we came in, when I snuck him in and we went upstairs, I was like, I gotta go to work at such and such time. And then I was like, you can stay here. House. Oh shit, I said the boy name. Fuck. Anyways, I was like, you can stay here, or you can go, or he goes to his friend's house. And so he got mad. I'm talking about mad. And I was like, well, I gotta go to work. So he was mad that I had to go to work. And so then we got to arguing. So when we got to arguing, it just like, I got fed up. Because I was like, I done did all of this for you. Went all the way out my way for you. Did the most for you. And you finna get mad at me because I gotta go to work. And I'm telling you that you can either stay here or you can go to your friend's house. He told me some, what I'm supposed to eat, where I'm finna be at, and all this other stuff. Like, it was just my job. Like, I'm his mother or something. First of all, I said we got cereal and stuff downstairs, but it was like we didn't really have no food. Like, we had food in the house, but it was like food that you had to cook, like make something up. And the only person who would really be cooking is my grandma. So it was like, for me to cook something before I'm leaving for work, you can't go downstairs and get it. So, like, he got mad at me, telling me something, I don't want no cereal, this, that, and that, and it's hot up here. Okay, the upstairs is hot. So I was like, I could turn the air conditioner on. And he was like, for what? Yo, granddad not finna come do nothing but come up here and turn it off. So then I'm just like, at this point, you just complaining about everything. And so I'm trying to help you because you ain't have nowhere else to go. So I'm trying to help this boy. He ain't have nowhere else to freaking go. And he's still acting like a butthole. This boy acting like a butthole. So, like, what happened after that? He got mad. We got into an argument. I told him, well, you gotta go. You gotta get out because I gotta go to work. You gotta get out before my grandma come back because I'm finna leave and you not staying up in here. Like, at that point, I didn't even give him the option to stay. I was just like, you gotta go. I don't care where you go, but you gotta find somewhere to go. And so then I just got dumb mad. So then I went to go start back getting ready for work. I was putting my uniform on. I was putting my shoes on, all the other stuff. Like, I'm ready for work at this point. And I got my little name tag and junk on. I got my purse and stuff. And so, like, I go, he's still upstairs in my house. I tell him, get out. Like, you got to get out. Like, I'm yelling at him, banging on the wall. Like, you got to get out. So he get his stuff. And, like, he moving slow, putting his clothes and stuff on. And getting up and stuff. So he getting up and stuff. And he getting out the house. So he finna walk out the front door. Like, mind y'all, this dude, he been putting his hands on me. He been hitting me and doing all this other stuff. So I knew what type of junk he was finna be on. And every time he get mad, he be on that same junk. He be ready to hit somebody. So he walking out the house. Like, I'm not finna stand here and open the door for you so I can be like front and center for you to just knock me out. Like, no. So I unlocked the door. He come from downstairs. I unlock the front door for him and I stand like in the living room type, finna watch you walk out the door, make sure that you gone. So he come from down the steps. He got his stuff on and all that. He finna walk out the door. He opened the door just a little bit. He opened that door just a little bit. And then he turned back around and he looked at me. And I knew that look, bro. I could see the look in his eyes, bro. It was like a devil. It was like a demon. Like, he had just got possessed or something. Like, he walked. He opened the door a little bit. He turned back around. He looked at me. I started backing up. And then it was like, I was calling his name. But, you know, I changed his name to J-Bird. So I'm like, J-Bird, J-Bird. Please, please. I'm crying because I know he finna hit me. And I'm backing up. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. And then he, like, come at me. Like, real fast, and I run through my house. Like, he chased me through my house all the way to my den. And the den is in the back of my house. So he, like, chased me to the back of my house. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it was like, he hit me, and then he punched me. And when he punched me, I fell to the floor. And so it was like, when I hit the ground, it was like, I couldn't fight this boy back. Like, my job, I'm only like 5'1". This boy is like 6 something. Like, he done hit 6 foot and he was built. So it was like, I was on the ground and I was trying to cover my face and I was balled up because he was punching me. Like, this boy was just punching me non-stop. And I'm crying, I'm yelling please and all this other stuff. And he just keep on hitting me. And then he started kicking me, y'all. This dude started kicking me. Like, he was doing me like I was nothing. Like I was nothing. And I thought this boy loved me. And so he do all that. And then after he do all that, what happened? He had stopped. And when he finally stopped, I was like, I felt like my lip and my face and stuff, my lip was bleeding, all that. Like, I just looked it terrible. And so I slowly, like, got up off the floor. And then it was like, the way my house set up for my den, it's like a little window thing right there. And so through the window thing, you can see the kitchen and into the dining room. So I get up and I'm looking through the thing. I'm thinking he finna leave. He stopped in the dining room. He just stopped and he was just standing there. And then I was just looking at him. And then my auntie, it was just my grandmother's birthday. Like, it was in February. That's how I know it was in February, because it was just my grandma's birthday. And her birthday is in February. And for her birthday, my auntie had gave her a kitchen knife set. And I'm talking about these some really good kitchen knives that you cut meat with. So, like, they dumb sharp. And every time you take it out of the little holder thing, the holder thing is a sharpener itself. So, every time you take the knife out the thing, it sharpens the knife. So, he snatched one of the big knives out the knife set thing. And, like, I seen him snatch it out. And then, like, when I seen him, like, I was in shock. And for a minute, I was looking at him trying to see what he was finna do with it. He came back running through the house like he was finna stab me. So then it was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. So I run out. My back door is in my den. The back door was locked. And I had to unlock the back door. And so I got out the back door, and then I had to lift the latch off the gate, and I got out the gate. And when I got out, like, I had my purse around me, but I dropped my purse somewhere in this fiasco. And so, like, I dropped my purse and I ran. And when I ran, bro, I did not stop running. I ran up my driveway, out my yard, all the way 2 houses down to my neighbor's house. And when I ran there, I was knocking on the door, like I was banging on the door, and I was like, please help me, please, please help me. And I was crying, and they did not know what was wrong with me, and my lip was bleeding, and my uniform was all like almost tore off me and everything. And then I was just crying so hard. And all I could say was, he in my house, he in my house, he in my house, y'all. Like, that's all I could say was, he's in my house. And she was trying to calm me down, and she was trying to get me to explain to her what was going on. And I got a few words out so she could hear me. And she called the police. And then her son, went in his house, and he had got a gun. And he went in my house to go see where Jaybird was. So he went in my house and stuff. He scoped it out and all that. And then it was like, he came back and he said he didn't see nobody. So then I was like, he's in my house, he just beat me up and all this other stuff. Like, at this point, I'm snitching on you, because, like, boy, you been beating me up since we got together. You been putting your hands on me since we got together. And then now you just did too much. Because, like, when you didn't have nobody, I was there for you. When you had nothing, I would get my check from my job and try to help you. And then it was like, I was working at IHOP. I wasn't making that much in the first place. So it was like, man, I was done. And then, like, in the midst of all of this, while we sitting outside, we waiting for the police to come, trying to explain to her what was going on, my grandma and granddad pull into the driveway. When they pull into the driveway, her son and them tell them, come back, get away from the house, and all this other stuff. So then my grandma and granddad, they bag out the driveway, because they like, what the world was going on? She think she finna come and take me to go to work and everything good. No, I'm still crying, mouth still bleeding, like, bruh. So it was like, they came back and they came to my neighbor's house, and it was like, what's going on? My neighbor explaining to them what was going on. My grandma was mad. She was so freaking mad. She was like, you let him in our house and all this other stuff. And I was trying to say, bro, he ain't had nowhere to go. He didn't have nowhere to go. And I was just crying. I looked this so toe up. And then Miss Pat, I almost slipped up. So then my neighbor, she was trying to hug me and hold me, and my granddad was trying to hug me and hold me. He was telling me it was gonna be okay and all this other stuff. And then after that, a few minutes later, the police had arrived. And when the police arrived, they was like, they went in the house, and I explained to them what had happened. By this time, I could talk a little bit better, and I had explained to them what had happened. And so they went in my house, and like they said, they didn't see nobody, but they found my purse. And so when I got my purse, I went through my purse. My phone was gone. Everything in my purse was in my purse except for my phone. And I told him he tried to stab me with a knife. They was like, they didn't find no knife, because he had put the knife back. before. Like, he went back in the house, put the knife back, y'all. He put the knife back. So then after that, he had left, and I didn't have my phone. And then it was like, what the world? So then all that had happened, and the police, I was trying to explain to them. I explained to them what was going on and stuff like that. And like, I had marks and bruises and scrapes and stuff on my body and everything from where he had been beating on me. And so they took pictures of it and stuff like that. And so after that, it was like, now we gotta find my phone, because I went, like, you know how you can sign into your iCloud and stuff on a computer? I went and signed into my iCloud and my Messenger and stuff on the computer, bro. $100 had been taken out of my Cash App. And I was just like, you been hitting me. I help you, bro. I help you. Like, I could have left you there. You could be locked up right now. I left you there. I could have left you there. I went and freaking got you when I didn't have to. I didn't have no way. I made a way to come get you. And not only do you beat me up, you try to stab me. You gonna steal from me? Like, that was just like the icing on the cake. Like, you gonna steal from me? Like, what? And I just felt like, looking back at this, bro, I was so freaking green. Like, I went for anything. Like, I guess, I don't know. I would just be like, I say, like, I just wanted to feel loved and all this other stuff. But I had people who loved me. Like, I had boyfriends prior to that who wouldn't even dare even think about putting their hands on me. And I just feel the hardest for the one who was doing me the worst. And I really regret that. But, like, he took money off my Cash App, off my card, my debit card. And so the police and stuff, they was trying to figure out who he was and all this other stuff. I gave them a description like, bro, if y'all know me, I am not no snitch. Like, I'm not finna tell the police anything. But at this point, it was just like, I had to say something. I couldn't just let this ride like that. And it wasn't even nothing much else that I could do. And then on top of that, if that didn't make things worse, my auntie Carolyn showed up to my house. She was coming to visit my granddaddy. And when she was coming to visit, she seen all these police and stuff at my house. And then she was like, what's going on? And we explained to her what was going on. So like I said, I had signed into Messenger on my computer. And he was texting me from my page, talking about some... He was texting me from my page, talking about some... He don't have my phone, all this other junk. And he didn't say nothing on my Cash App. No, he said he accidentally took money out my Cash App and sent it to his friend. And he told his friend to send it back. All that boo-boo crap. And then after that, he was like, I'm not getting this phone back. And all this other stuff. Like, he was just being real nasty. And so then, like, after all that had settled down and stuff, I still didn't have my phone back that night or anything, but I had my laptop, and I was texting people off my laptop. And so the police was like, try to get him to give you his but that day, it was like, the police was like, try to get him to give you his location. He gave me some locations, and the police, like, they went to them locations and they was looking and stuff, but they didn't find him. And so after that, like that night, I still had my laptop and I was texting people from my laptop. I was communicating from my laptop. And like, he was texting me, he was telling me some, Zanaya, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for all this to happen. I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know what got into me and all the other stuff. And then I really didn't want to hear that, because then I was like, at this point, it was just like, I was tired. I didn't even go to work that day. I called out. My grandma was like, you not going to work. And I was willing to go to work. Like, I was still going to go to work. My grandma was like, no, you shouldn't go. You're not going to work today. So I had called out. And my manager, she was mad that I had called out. But, you know, I couldn't go to work that day. So, like, he telling me that night how much he was sorry and all this other stuff. And I talked to him, and he was sitting outside his grandma in them house. And he still had my phone. And then it was like, eventually I just fell asleep. But I guess, like, when I fell asleep later on that night, the police found him. And he went to jail. And when he went to jail, he got locked up with my phone and all that other stuff. And then it was like, what it was like after that, he got locked up with my phone and stuff. I didn't hear much more about it. But they told us, like, the police called and was like, they had got him. We're going to have a court hearing, case, whatever that should be. But we're going to have one of them things. And we got subpoenaed to court. But let me tell y'all how dumb I was. Me still being in love with this boy and thinking he was truly sorry. I was like, his mom was trying to get me to help him get out of jail or not get that much time. She was trying to make me tell them folks, he didn't hit me, and he didn't stab me, and he didn't chase me with no knife and all the other stuff. And when that day happened, I told that police officer everything. And that police officer put everything in the report. But she tried to make me go up there and say that it didn't happen. And the first time we went, we was trying to hear, they just gave us a date for his stuff. And he was trying to get a bond or something, but they didn't let him. So then after he went back to jail. So then after that, we had went up there again. And this time I had got to speak. And let me tell you, I looked so stupid going up there. Like, I made myself look so dumb. I was looking so dumb. But his mother basically coached me on what to say. And so I went up there and just lied my butt off. I lied my butt off. I did the oath and everything. And went up there and just lied. Told my son, he didn't hit me. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. I just said we got into an argument and all this other stuff. And the judge was like, we're going to have another hearing or something on it or whatever. Here we are. But he was like, we're going to have another hearing or something on it or whatever. So then his mom was trying to get me to go again. And my grandma was like, no, you not going with her and all this other stuff. And my grandma went up to the, to the court places. And she talked with them and she explained to them what his mom was trying to do. And then they was like, if his mother try to interfere in any way, that's not going to do nothing but give him, like she can't do nothing. Basically what they were saying. They were saying, like, it don't have nothing to do with her and she needs to stay out of it. So, it was like, my grandma went and talked to them. And she told me to stop talking to his mom because his mom was trying to get me to help him. And I was just looking dumb. And so then, after that, we had the final hearing that was going to be his sentence. And my grandma and my neighbor was subpoenaed to court too as a witness. So we was subpoenaed to court. We went to the court date. And my grandma made me tell the truth. And I told the truth. And y'all, when I told the truth, I was crying so hard, bro. Because I did not want to tell them folks he did this, that, and to me, that was him who did it. Because they made me point him out and everything. And I was crying so hard because I did not want to do that to him. I didn't want the person I love to be going to jail because of me. But then it was like, in all reality, I had to realize that was not real love. If that was real love, it wouldn't even have went down the way that it did. So after that, I cried when we got out of the courtroom. And then the officer was there. He was there when I lied to. The officer was there both times. And that's another reason why I just looked so dumb. And so all that happened. And then he started calling me, like, he was calling me I got my phone back. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all another dumb thing that did. Before all this happened, before we even started going to court and all that, he had left his phone at my house under the bed. And my dumb self, instead of turning it in, I gave it back to his mom. His mom kept it. Then she gave me my phone back. And when she gave my phone back, my phone was cracked. I'm talking about shattered, destroyed. It worked and all, but the screen was like real cracked. And she was talking about she gonna get it fixed. She gonna get it fixed and all the other shit. She never got my fucking phone fixed. Excuse my language once again, but she never got my phone fixed. I had to pay for a new phone. And so I gave her his phone, and he was calling me from the jail phone. So we was talking and stuff, and me thinking I'm still in love. I'm thinking I'm still in love with this boy. We was talking. I was believing all that jail talk. I was believing all the jail talk. I'm talking about falling for it. But then eventually, it was like, I can't remember what friend said this to me. But she was like, Zanaya, do not believe that jail talk. That man, he'll say anything while he behind them bars, but when he get out, it'll be something different. And all my other friends was telling me don't go back anyways, because it's not somebody that I needed to be with in the first place. And they were correct, right on the head. So it was like, it took a minute for me to let go, but we stopped talking. Because my grandma went, because he sent me a letter. And he sent me a letter, and then I wrote him back. And then my grandma went to the court places and was like, he's still communicating with me. And they told him that if he kept trying to communicate with me, he was going to get 3 more years. Something like that. So he couldn't send no letters no more. I'm sorry for the interruption, y'all. But y'all know we in Corona. And we doing all this work online. And I ain't did nothing. And my teacher just called. Oh my God. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I forgot where I left off, but he was trying to communicate with me. He was calling me off the jail phone and stuff, but then eventually all that ceased because I told him we don't need to talk, we don't need to be together and all this other stuff. And so you know how when boys go to jail, they be feeling like, oh, she just moved on, she done found a dude out there and all that other stuff. Y'all don't never hold y'all mans down when you go to jail and all this other stuff. Okay. First of all, let me tell you this. You went to jail on behalf of what you did to me. That's first of all. Even if it didn't have nothing to do with me, you went to jail on behalf of what you did. I am not obligated to be loyal to nobody who not on this free world, okay? But then that wasn't even the case because what you did was messed up anyways, and I should have left you alone a long time ago. But I didn't. And he caught himself making threats. He gonna do this and that to me when he get out. I would love to see you try because my family is not going for none of that. Like, I got people who will freaking kill about me. And you don't need to mess with me anyways because first of all, you messed up. I done messed up. You messed up. And it's over and done with. So, yes, anyways, that was my story time. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I know that it was kind of long, but please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there'll be more videos to come. So yeah, see y'all later.
I ain't never need a fuck nigga, and if you wanna fuck, bitch, I can't fuck with you.